Beside the oak bookshelf, there's a wine bottle filled with peacock feathers. The invisible world lies just beyond the open window. What's up, y'all? Good evening. Welcome to Poetry Open Mic Asheville. Asheville's longest running and voted best open mic. Thanks to your support. Thanks for being here with us tonight. It's so good to be with all of you. How y'all doing? That's good? Got it good? Good? All right. Well, it only gets better from here, folks, because open mic is medicine. And we do this every Wednesday night where we gather here together and share our creativity, whatever form it may take. It's all poetry here, and we appreciate you being with us tonight. Be sure and buy a drink and support Sovereign Kava. We got wonderful bartenders Lo and Savvy tonight. Give them a hand and show them some love in the tip jar as well. David on sound tonight. Thank you, David. And this is Aaron Price joining me here on the piano. Yeah. So tonight is a special night. It's July 10th. It's my mother's birthday. And if y'all could help me out with this, I'd like to call my mother and sing her happy birthday. So, gather around. We're going to call her right here and wish her a very happy birthday. Are y'all with me? Y'all with me? Will y'all help me out on this?
You want some people to come up here on camera?
Yeah. Come up and sing happy birthday to my mom. She's awesome. She's an amazing person. She's recovering from some hip surgery right now. But we love her. We love her. If you've met her, you know her, you love her. We can call her up. Hopefully she answers. I'm gonna get her on speaker here. Hey, Mom! Happy birthday, Mom!
What a nice surprise!
You're live on Poetry Open Mic Asheville.
This is your life.
Aaron Price is here. East Dog is here. Lo, Savvy, David, we're all here. We want to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right, y'all ready? Let's do this. Her name's Barbara, by the way. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Barbara. Happy birthday to you.
You'll just have to pretend you could hear Savvy crooning away back behind the bar. I could barely hear her, but
That was great.
we needed you on the mic.
That was great. Thank you all so much. Happy birthday, Mom.
Thank you all. I appreciate
Happy birthday, Barbara.
Absolutely. Right, we got a show to do here. I'll catch up with you soon. Love you, Mom.
I love you. Bye.
All right, bye. And that was my mom, y'all. Anyway, this is a poem I wrote for my mom. Y'all, you know this one, Aaron. This is called Baby Moon. You are the shedding. Your apples and branches, your green shade, spacious open arms, the promise of love assuring. Black-eyed Susans and Queen Anne's lace like great aunts. plants growing in the garden by the wall. The kitchen of your cooking, mushrooms, chicken, pearl onions, tomatoes, and cauliflower. The kids would pour in dozens, stoned from the heat of Charlotte's summer afternoons. Your birds were watching over us. And when the cavalry came, you just wanted to save me from lions and tigers and jail. I'm sorry about the china plates, the walls, and furniture. The midnight car rides, loud Nirvana through blown speakers, beer bottles, and bad girlfriends, and tracking mud in the house. Now you get some consolation in telling the stories at every family occasion. Once, we drove cross country, stopping in each little rodeo murder cow shit town in America, validated by views of cliff dweller ruins and restaurants in Santa Fe. You and I and my brother managing. We duct taped the broken car door. When recession rose and sheriff stuck the orange note to the front window of our house, we built fires to stay warm in new homes. When Rhett the dog died, we read poems sitting on the packed earth. We celebrate every year. And when the baby moon goes to sleep and night is over, you will be there. I would give you a quiet place to sit and rest, as you have done for me. Thanks, y'all. I got a few more for you here. This is a newer poem. This is called The Road. Some traveling music. The road might take some searching. All this asphalt hides little cities, squares of farmland, cloud-shaped forests. Pay attention to the painted lines shooting ahead. Don't think too hard up there behind unblinking eyes. This isn't another sprawlsome epic road trip story, trailing out the open window at 80 miles an hour, gunning it on the straightaway. The purple ridges sinking slowly into the horizon behind us give their last nod and disappear, carrying the orange sun with them. As we soar inches above the ground, thundering down the pavement, light travels, the billboards throw shadows on the road as it passes by, carrying its passengers. Just us and the trucks now at this hour. This isn't a story at all. This doesn't attempt to explain why we travel such measured lengths to go anywhere, to search for a notion of somewhere. Of all the vast places, we find ourselves here on this gaping highway. A few raindrops on the windshield. We already listened to all the songs on the radio. We don't talk. There's still so far to go. Thanks, y'all. And this is a poem about rhythm. It's called Beat Poetry. In song, before electric temples, drums intone their emptiness. Spur longing, blue-green dreams steeped in foliage, sound fog deep in forest answers, keeping time to the beat before time. That amoeboid heartbeat, carried into kaleidoscopic light windows of prism waves laced into neuron circuitry. Baffled and fueled by mysteries. Virus-eaten genes hung on crystalline skeleton, bright yellow atomic rain clouds of city buses passing in the night frame of lonely corners of sky. Great columns and moonlit palaces. Sound infuses every cell of this abode. Light beams drift like tractors across ripened fields. Thundered in hues of tropical sand and cactus bloom. Fractal ferns sprout from dust. New planets overhead beneath us, ascending into fragrant midnight molecular Abyssinian vases. Digital Egyptian sarcophagi. Ancient Incan stone motherboard logic, spinning runic songbirds, escalating far-colored sweetheart Pleiades and dilated open eyes and heads of reptilian coils, an electric spiral pulsating cloud hands reaching on the ethers, wafting in the temple of Aphrodite, stoned upon the rocks of time, in love with every rhythm, and every cell, and every everything, forever. Without ever, echoed in ocean waves and thunder, painted across clear nights in the perennial spring, around campfires and subwoofers, continuing the majestic beat. One, 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 one. And we're going to do this poem by our dear friend Richard Jarrett. It's from his book, Besso the Donkey. This is the title poem, Besso the Donkey. Besso the Donkey lives out his days in a small pasture. He appears stoic in the rain and stands still beneath the merciless sun. You could almost believe that a rock to eat, dust to drink, are all that he needs. You would be more wrong than the one who named him Besso, thinking that the kiss he gave for a sliver of apple was love. Aaron Price on the piano.
It's always good to get a visit from Besso.
Absolutely. We love Besso. Besso the donkey. All right. Hey, we got one more for you. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. But we got some incredible performers coming up, so stick around. Tip your barkeeps. This last one is from our dear friend Gary Snyder, the living poet. Gary Snyder.
Yeah, me too.
I saw Gary Snyder read in 2018, 17, something like that, in Seattle. It was unbelievable. For most of his reading, he talked about how to grow pot up in the northern hills of California. But he certainly offered a lot of sage advice.
Nice, sage.
Yeah.
Wait, growing sage?
I mean, whatever you grow.
It's just a reminder that the vast majority of poets are not living.
Thank you, Ed.
Living poet. We tend to forget that.
That's true, yes. When we call them the great poets of all time, we appreciate you and your influence. But also, thank God for the living ones. Or poetry would be dead. Green and yeah, good. For the Children by Gary Snyder. The rising hills, the slopes of statistics lie before us. The steep climb of everything going up, up, as we all go down. In the next century, or the one beyond that, they say our valleys, pastures, we can meet there in peace if we make it. To climb these coming crests, one word to you and your children. Stay together. Learn the flowers. Go light. Stay together. Learn the flowers. Go light. Aaron Price on the piano. I'm Caleb Beisert. Pleasure to be your host tonight. Anyway, Aaron and I have a gig coming up at AVLFest, French Broad Brewery, 8:15 p.m., August 2nd. Come check us out. It's going to be a good time. We look forward to it. Also, check out all the great events coming up here this week at Sovereign Kava. We got the Django Jam tomorrow night. Also, tomorrow night, we have our sister open mic, poetry open mic, Hendersonville, just down the road at Shakedown Lounge, 7:30 p.m. every Thursday. And coming up Saturday here at Sovereign Kava, we have Wolf. And Friday night is vinyl night. So wear your vinyl. No. It's Vinyl Records. Show up. Please come in vinyl clothing if you want the full experience. But also bring your vinyl records. We'll spin them. Alex is going to be hosting. They have an awesome collection of vinyl. It's going to be a great night. Listen to some vinyl through our awesome QSC sound system. All right. It's open mic night, so we're going to get some other people up here now. First, we have, let me make sure I got this right. I think this is pronounced Zoe. That was right. All right, y'all give it up for Zoe.
Hey. What's up? Hey. Hey, what's up? Hi, I'm Zoe! That's my name, and that's one of my names. Thank you. I'm going to read some poems in this squatting stance. Am I good? Cool. Tonight of wake, the womps play their harps loudly, tonal and gaudy, to remind us of the filled light we wept upon. The moon ripes but does not rot. It sears away like blue flame, slow motion blown away. Reduce the frame rate of your heart to see this movie unfold. Its hips are rocking with the boat and synchronized. The tubes of your moving parts are screaming inside, letting you know it's time to move on. But alas, navigation systems are down, and the top of the train is writhing as it is drowning, soggy, wilted metal weight. You scream, no one can hear, thank God. She is my hyperfixation. The bolt of ambiguity, unshadowed and wets, I am a fire inside of her. Crunched heavy lips of dawn, ready to find the tip of the berg to melt. She prunes her irises to make way for the pain that revives her. Her effort, hardwired now, but still a fuse for us all. She carries frame rates based in the astral intention. Let the mind wander and she will set you free again. Sit with her a while. She shadows still, warms your iron mind and quilts new snow, tired of the word's indentations. It's not forever, it's not tonight, it's now, and that you know. 1, 2, 3, new numbing roasting material, maybe a phone book for the living. I've got 8 days of unfinished business, infinite unfinished business, dare I say again, lack thereof, and a few. How goes it? Well, it's ripe all right, and I've gotten the chance to bring it. Okay, ready, set, go. Rhyme is a waste in an hour line. Clouds are flying off the line. The suture splits but doesn't weather. You see her measure in the upswade, I guess. Shit, now I see them, finally. Can't revitalize religion, though. It's out of our hands and more. She told me, but I merely smitten, didn't listen. I am really run amok with foes that op and wound the tourniquet. To begin again, I'll get 'em in every ounce of entropy until I sweat the maps out of my dire hands. You have no, I do luck you. Rip, until Caramel Center, I suppose, but the tire is burning somewhere. The case is full of ants. I won't project anymore, I promise, because research the word promise, that's what you want. So glitted, so mount, LOL mountains, that's what you want, right? Gotta be honest, I tried to listen, I tried to listen, I tried to listen. There is a lot of sound. I am going to be honest. I turned off my autocorrect because I want to be more authentic, I guess. Fuck me. Someone will. Okay, this is a notes app. Your favorite. You lost all glitz for grammar. Whatever. I am not a piece of shit. I am a lover. Could be mother. Want to go further. Computer music and whistle style. What a saint of an anchor. Do not mistake my extremes for truths. Truths are truths. Layer me sideways, burrito, high beam, master of music, unseen, secret words, secret language, secret lore. I don't make the rules, I'm pretty good at baseball. Live life like a real thing, real things in the topiary, scum, or legend, kind of scary. What's a warpath? What's a martyr? I can't tell you, I'm just a sour math. Giant wind, silent, grace, slightly pinned to the beat, like an animal, waiting on digestion, juxtaposition, because I'm sloshed. Metaphysical gaze, I eat your worms for breakfast. Metaphysical taste, I swear we ate an exit. Slimes on the floor, brooms never near enough. I can't even bond with the bend of the back of my head. So what you say in disbelief, I am a freak, a weird, to be the beast, sight sunken teeth. Hello alarm, hello alarm, hello alarm, hello alarm. Eat in the morning, reap in the night, gleek all accidents, sleep for 4 flights. You are in Paris, you are in Berlin, you are in Egypt, you are in Honduras, you are in Crete, you are in a bathtub called life. Living, 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 the sea. I will get his ass to sea. Now giggle with me. Liminal effort. Mouse mortar. Help, help, help. My stomach's still mad at you. Sorry, not me, my tummy. I corrected all of my errors, but you still radiate pretension. What the fuck, girl? You are killing me. Please spare me the slots, the cans of fizz, the wise intruders, and the sobbing. Hey, I love you so much. The pain is a memory of what's digressed in this tale. I do not sleep sometimes, but I think it's so I revitalize my secret mind to remind myself depression is a reflection of the truth, which is what the fuck, and how the hell can we really do that shit? Please stop hurting people. Please stop torturing people. Please stop being evil. It sucks to feel the fear. So much intangible, so much my head. Oh no, what's up? How could I open up to you? I'm so sick of the newspaper I never read. Split splants, help me. I am survival mode professional. I just want to express myself like a fucking bean sprouting its wings for the first time. Man, God, fuck. How the hell are you going to tell me to go to sleep? Do you think it's just so simple? Well, let me enlighten you into Babadook. Trustless, given over and over again. Mouthful of felt tip pens and waterfalls. Remember me, your honest friend. I've given thousands of chances for direct intention. Glimmer golden, sour sheet, the bones in tepid water felt at your feet, ankle deep, high even, skelter shallow, obvious to us all. And she is blamed for all deaths and damages, ripped beat and skull mash. Under the ribbon of heat, your eyes feign understanding, projecting worm math. Anything but this intense avoidance. Thanks! Enjoy your evening and stay for the open mic and buy some of my clothes on that rack. Thank you.
And keep it going for Zoe! Thanks for being here tonight for Poetry Open Mic Asheville, where we welcome all performers in all forms of artistic self-expression. That was some awesome poetry. Thank you, Zoe. You fucking rock. Up next, we have another birthday coming up, but not quite yet, so don't wish him a happy birthday tonight. I don't want to see none of y'all wishing this guy a happy birthday. But next week, we're gonna pull out all the stops and throw down for his birthday. But we got a little preview for tonight. Asheville hip-hop legend in the house tonight. Ease Doggy Dog, y'all. Please make some noise for Ease Dog!
Jazz cigarettes. Forget your regrets with jazz cigarettes. Cops and judges smoke too. Their authorities watch.
East Dawn on the track. Asheville, finest. For those that have known me, I go hard in this local rap scene. What up, Asheville? The dog is loose, and we're live at the Kava bar. How's everyone doing? To be honest, I was planning on coming here though, or let alone perform tonight though. But since there was a lot of empty slots on the first part of the list, I'm like, I might as well go ahead and do a little quick, right quick. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go on and do it for the city. Yes, I do it for the city, period. East Dawn on the track. Asheville, finest. AVL. I want to say thank you to Asheville for supporting me in my journey. Yeah. I do it for the city. Wake it up, wake it God. Alive in my city. I'm getting mad love. Shout out to my city. I do it for the 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 city. Asheville. Once upon a time, not long ago, always had dreams of going pro. And the mic is the ball, be treated like Mike. Be shining so bright, Friday night lights. It's the Super Bowl, I want my ring. Life is a chess game, move like a king. Hard work, determination's paying off. I'm a hole in one like I'm playing golf. Been in the game since the MySpace. I feel like I should do it my way. One way or the highway, I'm a ride. For the city of real land of the sky. To all my friends and supporters. To my musicians and promoters. I wanna say thank you from my heart. Now your boy is a neighborhood superstar. Wake it up, wake it God. Alive in my city. I'm getting mad love. Shout out to my city. I do it for the 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 city. Asheville. Asheville finest, heart of the streets. I go super hard for the city. After almost 20 years of grind, I finally have my turn to shine. From the east to the west, to the north and south. When they see me in the street, they will just shout, making me feel like a celebrity. Going from a nobody to a legacy. Starting from the bottom, now I'm here like Drake. Today's my birthday, want that cake. I'm Asheville finest, love it or hate it. It's been a long time, but finally made it. Every show that I do is for the city. Throw your hands in the air if you hear me. Asheville is the place and my family. If you're feeling this shit, say along with me. Wake it up, wake it God. Alive in my city. I'm getting mad love. Shout out to my city. I do it for the 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 city. Asheville, stand up. Everything that I took turned straight to gold. Platinum, diamond, is in my soul. Have the crowd bouncing like stripper booties. I'm that same rap boy gone live with Drewski. Move your arm up like the Jeffersons. I'm the Big Mac, baby, that number one. Started out as an ice cube, now I'm hot. Hold it down for the city, I will never stop. Work it up, make it God. Alive in my city. I'm getting mad love. Shout out to my city. I do it for the city. I do it for the city. Come on. I do it for the city. I do it for the city. Yeah, Asheville. Where's Asheville? Where you at? East Asheville. Where you at? North Asheville. Where you at? South Asheville. Where you at? Downtown. Where you at? I do it for the city. Where you at? Hey. AVL. Yeah. That was a hot track for the city. I do it for the city, period. And I actually have For the City EP on me, Ashes Finest 4. They fire, you guys get it. And also, I'm working on Ashes Finest 5 as we speak. Yes, I'm working on a new Ashes Finest called Ashes Finest 5, Asheville's Legacy. But yeah, though, I have a couple announcements. The first announcement is that my birthday week is next week. Yeah, my birthday is Tuesday, but I'm actually gonna have like the birthday celebration over at the Kava bar Wednesday with the poetry open mic. But I'm actually gonna have my bash over on Tuesday over at the social. Yes, I'm gonna actually have it over at the Plug Takeover where they're gonna be doing the hip hop open mic over there, starting at 10:30 on next Tuesday. Yes, it's gonna be lit, so you definitely want to come out on Tuesday, next Tuesday. But as far as the Kava festivities, I'll be having like a little celebration over here next week with the poetry open mic next week, next Wednesday. You do not want to miss it. I'll be 37. Yes, I ain't lying. I'm actually will be 37. Thank you, yeah. I get that all the time. Huh. You can definitely thank my parents for that, though, for the youth genes. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, check out my SoundCloud. I have a new song called Ashes Legacy. Check it out on my SoundCloud. East Doggy Dog, or type of East Dog. Or East Doggy Dog. Instagram, do weekly Rapsville, the studio, where I play music videos and audio tracks, of course, every week. And also check out my music videos, Get Weird, Stay Weird, and Reminisce. And Rapsville, the studio theme song. I do a good job doing the music video editing. And when in doubt, go with East Dog. I hope to see y'all here next Wednesday. And don't forget to check out me at the social this Tuesday coming up.
That's right. Keep it going for Ease Dog. That's right. Thank you so much, Ease. This man does so much for the Asheville hip-hop scene here. And we'll be throwing down next Wednesday for sure. Check out all that stuff. And definitely check out Rapsville and all the stuff Ease has going. Thank you, Ease. We're going to keep it going here. Let's get a hand for our sound guy tonight, David Singleton, who I just elbowed. Couldn't do it without him. Anyway, hey, we got my boy Quinn up next. Quinn's going to throw down on the bass for y'all, so y'all sit back. Y'all ready for some bass? We get some bass. We got the you got the subs on, right? We got the subs on. All right. All right, let's go. Give it up for Quinn. That's Quinn, y'all. One more time for Quinn. Thank you, Quinn. Yes, indeed. I needed that bass in my life. For sure. Keep rocking with us tonight. Appreciate everyone tuning in online as well. We're happy to be with you live tonight on the Sovereign Kava YouTube channel and on IamAVL. Shout out to the homies at IamAVL. Julian, we got Julian here. Awesome, cool. Y'all, please welcome Julian.
Alright, y'all, so this is a song called Route 180 that it goes on this this future album called No Love. And it was originally on this album called Love that I made for this girl a long time ago. But now it's called No Love because I never ended up getting with that girl. So, but it's a really good song and I love it so much. So I'm about to show y'all. something inside of me. There's something in me that lets me know I've got to have your love. Need your tender touch to make life complete. Feeling incomplete. I'm I feel elite. Fly up the money when I go in the sea. Float up the time as I'm flying in this breeze.
Open mic, thanks to your support, where we welcome all people in all forms of artistic self-expression. Be sure and buy some Kava or some other wonderful drinks we have up at the bar, and tip your bartenders. They're amazing. All right, up next on the mic tonight, we got David Lee in the house. Let's make some noise for David Lee.
What's up, Kava? How we doing? How we doing? Woo! Is anybody else sipping on Kratom tonight, too? Just me? That's all right. All right. I got two things for you. I got a poem and a song for you. And I want to be clear about this poem, too. I'm not confessing my love to anybody. It's just fun to write about beautiful women. I can't stare at her for too long, or else I'll be absorbed into the deep brown of her irises. When she smiles, the corners of her lips curl upward towards them, communicating genuine tenderness that she so softly speaks. When she puts down her hair, my heart grows wings and tries to escape my chest to fly among the black strands that float in the wind. The curves of her body would make Michelangelo put down his chisel and leave him in quiet contemplation. How could I possibly replicate this with stone, he'd ask. My hands are not God's. I'll settle for King David instead. Her mind is even more astonishing, the window of her complex inner world. She is the Queen of Pentacles, certain and self-reflective, grounded in earth and in her living form. If only she would put her hand on my heart and mine on hers, to know that we are both alive together, to feel the beating of life in the palms of our hands and recognize that home is where our two hearts beat together. Thank you. All right, and this is an instrumental version of a song that I played last week called Greener Grazing. guys. Appreciate it.
That's right. Let's give it up one more time for David Lee. Thank you, David. Kellen. All right, we're cooking here tonight. We're going to keep it going for you. Stick around. Up next, is this correct? We got Rob DeVerb in the house tonight. Shit, it's been a hot minute. Is that even accurate? I believe I see Rob DeVerb right here. Shit, y'all make some noise for Rob DeVerb! What's up, homie? Good to see you, dude. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll give you a little bit of sound just to see levels. That's cool. So I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing for you tonight. I'm actually doing a Rob DeVerb tribute band set because I haven't performed in so long that I couldn't decide which songs of this 90 minutes that I threw on a playlist I should do. It works so much easier that way, so I guess we'll see what we got.
All right.
Oh, this is an old one. Yeah. All I gotta do is dumb down your rhymes, give some hooks, you'll be rich in no time. It'll be some Jesus, at least the people know exactly what you mean. Believe in these misguidables, probably I gotta side. But please don't look at me disbelieve the need for dear things is rapid in a second. It can all just too repetitive. Sitting to many times with my own eyes. I heard it with my ears. I'm on my peers standing out amongst the tears. It feels a hip to manifest and stuck in a scene of competition within themselves. A chance to win when your best friend only waits for you to mess up so we can occupy a place and take some glory from your race. Common goal, common efforts against each other. Making a fruitless sense of offense and taking on use of such a pleasure. So gratified when you realize inside the lines of rhyming. You can easily find who's understand the wisdom. Busy trying with the lies, game inside the market shit. Spit on up the hot air. Busy trying to rise inside the market shit. But only spitting out hot air. And now I'm switching it up. This is actually pronounced George. It's a kaleidoscope. Got me feeling like I'm looking through a kaleidoscope. Now, girl, you know how I do after I go. Don't take a sip of water, then it's on to you. Loosen up a bit, get out of my routine. When I see your body right in front of me, like sex vertigo, can't stay on our feet. Even though I'm not prone to being struck, got me seeing stars. Would you like to spin with me? The night is young, so let's jumpstart ours. Handle you like Rubik's, turn you every which way. Act like we are nudists, this is how we play. Attraction says let's do the strip down to your birthday suit. Damn, that suits me. Major kaleidoscope, kind of like glory hole spinning, sex vertigo on your back. Here we go. Do you see you and me? Mirrors don't see your links. Oh, major kaleidoscope, kind of like glory hole spinning, sex vertigo on your back. Here we go. Do you see you and me? Mirrors don't see your links. Major kaleidoscope, kind of like glory hole spinning, sex vertigo on your back. Here we go. Do you see you and me? Mirrors don't see your links. Oh, major kaleidoscope, kind of like glory hole spinning, sex vertigo on your back. Here we go. Do you see you and me? Mirrors don't see your links. Oh, so this is actually the first track of my last hip hop album, See You Soon. Can I get some more beat on this? Is quiet. Yeah, I can barely hear the music up here. Cool. I'm on my way. Anybody's killable with a bite about a syllable. Swim to the billable. Keep going, give them more. Open up the ears like all your horse. Hit it with a sign base that the thick 808s, but it's homemade. Cooler than Kool-Aid. No diabetes. Zip by these beats. 65.5 BP. And it threatened to take it near my vicinity. Feel like divinity. Baby, the remedy. Baby, maybe not. But there's always a chance. It's a random bullshit that I say could possibly be right. Please don't sue me. Not gonna say names, but you know who you are. And I'm not that far away. I'll be the minute or two. Definitely in 3 or eventually. See you soon. I'm not here to cool. If you dive in your attention, assassins are gonna kill you. Don't take anything I say serious. Even that I suffer from a chronic death pet. Donate to my GoFundMe. See you soon. I'm not here to cool, but if you dive in your attention, assassins are gonna kill you. Don't take anything I say serious. Even that I suffer from a chronic death pet. Donate to my GoFundMe. You can find a link to my GoFundMe on my Patreon. Yeah. When the rings come out tonight, the look for blood that can taste the eyes. I try to hope that you see every time, but when I want you to have to pump those eyes. Cause when the rings come out tonight, the look for blood that can taste the eyes. I truly hope that you see every time, but when I want you to have to pump those eyes. Cause they're a microphone. How did you all up? If you let me go, we don't even need to start at your head or toes. Let's part with a head of ventricles. Like I said, this looks like the party begun. People screaming and running, now it's time for the fun. The heart of the heart, the blood pressure goes up, and when the press goes up, it really hits the tongue. Pardon me, ma'am, mother eats your lungs. A lot of THC residents left for the buzz. Blood to the dance floor, the both sons is doing cuts of adrenaline. Oh, okay, so I guess that is my mess-up for tonight. How am I looking on time? So, should I keep going? One more, all right. I have no idea. I'm not gonna do that one though, or that one. I'll finish on this. This song is done. Taken over by the song rolling down. It's beautiful melody. I didn't think I need to bring all this pain. Please forgive me as you're floating down the river Styx. It's nothing personal. Life in despair, everything else in disrepair. Need a biomechanic until then you're shit out of luck. Thank you for your time in these final moments. Won't you stay with me? 'Cause we're taking over by the song and bell. Beautiful melody. Like a love gonna shock you now. It just got really jumped into the next one really fast. But, oh yes, I'm the Rob DeVerb tribute band tonight.
Yes.
I hope everyone enjoyed whatever I just did.
Y'all give it up one more time for Rob DeVerb tribute band tonight. Thank you, Rob. Good to see you back in the house tonight. Thanks a lot, my man. Absolutely. Yes, indeed. Keep in mind, we still do it here every Wednesday night right here at Sovereign Kava. Keep coming through and keeping the vibe alive here. Awesome open mic so far. We still got more coming up. We're moving on here. Be sure and get some drinks from the bar. Tip your bartenders. And up next, y'all, please welcome George Baisley to the mic. Georgie B. Is that right? Where's Georgie B? Georgie. We got George Baisley in the house. George, right here, ready to go. Y'all give it up for George. Woo!
Try not to take it for granted. Good evening. When your heart is blind, it can take a long, long time. Just to see things plain in the desert in the rain. Oh, in the rain. Sometimes I think this world is rolling by and it's leaving me behind. Words I once felt and thought so true now seem some other kind. Ever find you've gone so far that you lost your guiding star, and the dream that you could not get brings you home with a heavy debt, a heavy debt. Sometimes I think this world is rolling by and it's leaving me behind. Words I once felt and thought so kind now seem like some kind of lie. In the desert rain, as it sounds its sad refrain, it's like a song that you heard before. It's come knocking at your door. I think this world is rolling by, it's leaving me behind. Words I once felt and thought so true now seem some other kind. I heard of those Rice Krispies, snack crackle pop. The leprechaun that hides his own money buries it and loses it because he marks it with all the orange flags in the desert. That's the idea, right? Oh, that's great. Should I turn these knobs down? I don't want to be sensual. Thank you, David. What did you eat for lunch? David had lunch today. He had lunch. He confirmed now. What? Chicken sandwich. Good job. Good job. This is another diptych. Same song. Before the flood, I was there for you. Long after they closed the gates, and now the only thing I got to chase this whiskey is with rain. And the last time I saw you was the last time I saw strays. Oh well, the clouds came around, they covered up our town. Everyone knew a hard rain was gonna fall. And it rained cats and dogs, it rained scorpions and frogs. The dams burst, they washed my baby away. Last time I saw straight. Sometimes these lights come around, they lift me up to heaven. Oh, when the lights go down, darkness fills my soul. Oh, but when the room spins round and round, I found it gives me comfort to call this thing my home. Long before the flood, there for you long Whiskey is with rain. The last time I saw you was the last time I saw straight. Thank you, George Terry.
Yes. That's George Baisley. Oh, thank you so much, George Baisley. We're going to keep it rolling for you tonight because we got a lot more talent coming. Oh, one second. Y'all be sure and stick around. Thanks to everyone tuning in on YouTube tonight as well, and on IamAVL. Appreciate the support. Appreciate all the likes, comments, and shares. We love to hear from our viewers, of course. Up next tonight, we're very happy to have Leaf back in the house with us. Y'all, please join me in welcoming Leaf. Give it up.
Hello. Has anyone ever heard of Atlas Obscura? For like weird, quirky roadside things? Okay, anyway, there's this place called Greenback Castle outside of Knoxville, and this extremely old man built it originally to attract ladies and then as like a way to reach God. And it's a wild place. But anyway, this is one of my only appropriate poems. My brother's here, so I'm going to read this poem I wrote about it. It's called Throne of Marbles. I'm at the Greenback Castle with my 4-year-old for the second time in a week. We drove an extra 120 miles to see Junior, the creator, but he's not here yet. I stall for an hour to take photos I missed the first time around, documenting walnuts cast in cement and Miss Piggy built into a wall, and a plaque that reads, "How did the early settlers survive? Cornbread. It is a happy food. It would work today." He sets the marbles in the cement crosses lining the outskirts of his castle, once meant to attract the ladies, now a lighthouse for God, sought after by local Satans who would threaten to destroy what he's built to beckon their shared deity. The castle is mostly cement walls with little trinkets built into them, faded action figures and crosses made of blue bottles. There are many rooms and much chaos, and it is easy to get lost in your own thoughts, wondering how a mind becomes like this, untethered to the stalled reality the rest of us are witnessing, leaned over like the tree by the driveway that is held up by God, reaching for something it will only find when it dies. A car pulls up, and behind it is the Kia carrying Junior, riding passenger next to his adopted son. Junior's glacial eyes brighten at my sight, and we wave to each other like old friends, like this was a planned meeting following years of disconnection. He beckons his driver to stop, gets out, and immediately hugs me, kisses my cheek, and says he'd like to take me on to a lake 40 minutes away if I have the time. But I'm en route to pick up Matthew and unsure about a road trip with a 77-year-old I've just met. So we agree to drive up the road to the castle together so he can show me himself the tree that leans as if supported by God. Another 4-year-old scampers by, tries to take a discarded beer bottle, one of thousands left by Junior's 5 exes that he finds on the ground. His guardian tells him not to touch it, that it's gross, maybe because it holds someone else's memories, imperceptible and thus dangerous to the unknowing eye. I like trash for this very reason. Its stories, its mysteries, its uncertainty. I'm only vaguely afraid of Junior, his suggestions for cheek kisses and drives out to some anonymous Tennessee lake. I know I could take the old man if I had to, him devoid of sight, devoid of the ability to run or even walk very fast or very far, but he tells me in the car that he's fought a man twice his size, held a shotgun between his eyes and watched him cower. Maybe he tells me the story to scare me, maybe to impress. Either way, it's just another sliver of darkness found in a field of glowing marbles, as it always is. Junior is the shredded Confederate flag in his yard amidst a graveyard of dogs he found dead on the side of the road, brought home and named and buried. Junior is the sacred contradiction I both seek and live with, the shadow cast by the sun, the devils found among gods. We know God and we know the devil because each human contains both, despite any claims of purity. There are no monsters among men, there is only choice and consequence. A nervous woman emerges from Junior's castle like some unwelcome ghost of Christmas drab as we are discussing his wishing well and the pennies he provides for wishing. The woman, lips pursed, approaches Junior and holds out her hand, beckoning him to accept a bill of unknown amount. He says she doesn't have to, and she says, I hope you can get some help. Junior looks confused, nods in the way that people nod when they disagree but want to seem agreeable. I don't think Jesus would judge the junk of humanity, but would look beyond it how the sun reflects upon donated marbles cast in cement by lonely men with 5 ex-wives who couldn't fathom such devotion to invisible forces ossified by the hands of one who wants to touch heaven. I don't mean to make a saint of him. He flirts with every woman who arrives at his castle, the foundation of which was built upon this desire to attract those who might be wooed by the impressiveness of its walls. Another disconnection, but one I find amusing and mostly harmless, despite being beckoned by Junior to kiss him on the lips. I tell him no with enthusiasm, and he says he hopes he hasn't offended. I say, I have a boyfriend, and Junior says, do you think he'll come here and kill me? Because I can't see and I can't even run. I assure them that he won't be killed, though we both know his death will come soon because God's messages are cast on an etch-a-sketch, fading with age unless shaken. Junior is transcendent and yet so human. He at least has a purpose, something to build towards outside of money or relationships or even sanity. But I must resist sentimentality, for life has always been temporary. Never a promise, only a loan, like the clothes I purchased from Goodwill and then donate right back 6 months later. Greenback Castle, like one made of sand, was built to stand for the duration allowed by the tides of time. When Junior is gone, it will sit in ruin, a reminder that Junior's God sends messengers to deliver his word and then return to him, resuming their place beside him on a concrete throne studded with glimmering marbles, deep blues that both consume and project the boundless energy of the sun. Thank you.
I'll keep it going for Leaf. Thank you so much, Leaf. Very nice. Yes, indeed. Y'all keep joining us here every Wednesday night for more open mic. Asheville's longest running and voted best open mic. Right here at Sovereign Kava. Be sure and buy some drinks. Support the Kava bar so we keep this going for y'all. Y'all, we got some really cool shit coming up, so stick around. Not least of which we have Josh C up next on the mic. Let's make some noise for Josh.
And then some blue-head old bands. Hey, the load with badness. Your head haven't told you won't catch me. Up now and then, what's gonna help it to go by? You smoke it too much, you're gonna act like a dope. Jazz cigarettes, jazz cigarettes. Forget your regrets with jazz cigarettes. Cops and judges smoke too. Their authorities bosh.
So this first song I'm going to sing is an original, and I just finished the lyrics before I came, and the song is called Kintsugi. And so for those of you who don't know Kintsugi is a form of Japanese art, and unlike us, when we break something, we try to glue it together perfectly. Well, the Japanese, when they break pottery, they actually have a lacquer, and they put gold and platinum into the lacquer, and they highlight the imperfections. And it's supposed to be a way to celebrate the history of something and highlight its imperfections, and so that's what this first song was about for me. Let's try this again. Time has come to rise from the ashes, set on a quest to accept the unrest that they knew. I see a new me coming through, and it feels so good, just like I thought it would. I'm taking my time now to renew the regression. Collection of scars we both knew. Today I breathe in the wisdom of truth, that I get through the plants and the earth I was born to. Teach me the lessons I openly question, when the body I know lies silent and breathless. You say I was nothing more than a curse, put to rest the notion of unknowns. Time has come to rise from the ashes and set on a quest to accept the unrest that we knew. I see a new me coming through, and it feels so good, just like I thought it would. And I'm taking my time now to renew the regression, collection of scars we once knew. carbon I share with the planet I come from. One day I'll know the truth that I question when the body I know is no longer restless. You say I was nothing more than a curse, but to rest the notion of a news. Time has come to rise from these ashes, set on a quest to accept the unrest that we knew. I see a new me coming through, and it feels so good, just like I thought it would. And I'm taking my time now to renew the regression, the direction of scars we once knew. Thank you. So this next song, my beautiful friend Andrea was supposed to be here to sing it, but she was mothering tonight, and she is such a good mom, and she did not come tonight, so I'm going to sing it for you. And here we go. I wanna hold the hand inside you. I wanna hold the breath that's true. I look to you and I see nothing. I look to you, see the truth. You live your life, you go in shadows. You'll come apart and you'll go black. Some kind of night into your darkness. Colors your eyes with what's not there. Fade into you. Strange, you never knew. Fade into you. I think it's strange, you never knew. A stranger's life comes in slowly. A stranger's heart without a home. You put your hands to your hair. And it smiles cover your heart. Fade think it's strange. You never knew. Into you. Strange, you never know. Fade into you. I think it's strange, you never knew. Thank you.
Y'all keep it going for Josh. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate ya. All right. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, right here at Sovereign Kava, every Wednesday night. Longest running open mic in Nashville. Thanks to your support. Happy to be with you streaming online tonight as well. Appreciate all the comments. Up next, I think we have Jason. Is Jason in here? Jason. Jason going once? Okay, Jason's here. All right, y'all please welcome Jason. Give it up.
Alright, I'm gonna unplug and then replug in a bit. Cool. Oh, here, let me... This is kind of obscure, but I listen a lot to this Athens, Georgia songwriter called Madeline. She just goes by Madeline. And I think I kind of like accidentally wrote a song that sounds a lot kind of like, it sounds a lot like what she writes, but I'm okay with it as long as I acknowledge it. I think that's my mantra right now. Yeah, it's just about love. It's called Still Can't Explain.
Wish that I could go back to a place before I met you.
What? Sorry, I'm like all messed up today. I'm gonna try that one more time.
I wish that I could go back to a place before I met you. Heard your voice. I wish that I weren't so broken by these hopes and dreams I had back then. I am now lost in a wilderness that I have found in my heart. I am broken and beaten and longing for God. I still can't explain why why this God would put me and you in the same room. Still can't explain why I had to fall for you, for you. That hurt so much, especially at this age. I'm sure that most men are wise enough these days to leave behind those times when they would wear their feelings on their sleeve. And I still can't explain why this God would put me and you in the same room. Still can't explain why I had to fall for you, for you. Fall for you, for you. I am now lost in a wilderness that I have found in my heart. I am broken and beaten and longing for God, and I still can't explain why this God would put me and you in the same room. Still can't explain why I had to fall for you, for you.
Thank you. I have one more song. This is called The Age of Man. So when I grew up on the West Coast, I grew up in California. So I always dreamt of places in the East Coast, whether it was New York City or Western North Carolina. And so I was highly entertained by my life when I moved here. I was like, wow, this place is real. And so I wrote a song kind of about my experiences living here, even though I grew up over there. So this is called The Age of Man.
The ladies in the subway are carrying around the novels of Hemingway and Faulkner to prove. Same thing the crackheads in Washington Square Park do, strutting with their bohemian grooves, saying, I can do this by myself, I don't need anyone else. Heartbreak is way too much to bear. Loneliness can be a pain, to me it seems a lot more tame than having someone who just doesn't care. I can finally understand this age of man. Am I the only one who can't stand this age of man? places when they could just move back to town. I just need my own interpretation of the Bible, or else I feel like I'm just gonna drown. I can do this by myself, I don't need anyone else. Heartbreak is way too much to bear, and loneliness can be a pain. To me it seems a lot more tame than having someone who just doesn't care. I can finally understand this age of man. Am I the only one who can't stand this age of man? Sometimes I'd rather be on the other side of the sea, part of some Siberian tribe. I think I'd feel more alive. There's a place called Heaven's Lake. It's in the most northern state of the place where my ancestors were born. I'd like to go someday. I think I'd feel less torn. Sun girls in paradise are dancing in their gothic gowns, waiting for a reason to play. 'Cause their mothers and fathers once terrified them with the Bible tales of love turned into hate. You can do this by yourself, you don't need anyone else. Heartbreak is way too much to bear. Loneliness can be a pain. To me it seems a lot more tame than having someone who just doesn't care. I can finally understand this age of man. Am I the only one who can't stand this age of man?
All right, y'all keep it going for Jason. Thank you, Jason. All right, y'all, thanks for being with us here tonight on Poetry Over Mike Asheville. Rocking with ya. Up next, we have a very special guest, and I'm so glad to see this guy here. I've been hearing his music my whole life, and you probably have too if you've ever listened to public radio. This guy wrote a lot of the music for NPR, and we've got him here in the house tonight. Please give a big warm Kava Bar welcome for BJ Liederman. Give it up, y'all.
Hello, 1, 2. How you doing? How's everybody tonight, Yoko? Oh man, this is weird. So I started out from Swannanoa about an hour ago. Just figured I'd have a nice drive about, you know? I didn't know where I was going, and I remember how nice this place was when I was last here 2 years ago. When the stage was over there, I said, I just need someplace I can sit outside and smoke. Oh man, that's nice. A cigarette. We don't do other shit no more. I don't know. Okay, this is going to be strange for me because I usually play this with my band, and it's a lot of lyrics. I don't know why I'm doing this because it's not the Beatles I'm playing. It's an early Bruce Springsteen song It's called For You. Let's see if I remember all these lyrics. Yeah. Wrong glasses, too.
Princess card she sends me with her regards. Barroom high shine vacancy. To see her you gotta look hard. Wounded deep in battle, I stand stuffed with my soldier undaunted. To her Cheshire smile I stand on fire. She's all I ever wanted. But you let your blue walls get in the way of these facts, honey. Get your carpetbaggers off my back. You wouldn't give me time to cover my tracks. You said, here's your mirror and your ball and jack. But they're not what I came for. And I think you see that too. I came for you, I came for you. But you did not need my urgency. For you, I came for you. But your life was one long emergency. And your cloud line urges me. Oh, my electric surge is free. Crawling to my ambulance, your pulse is getting weak. Reveal yourself, girl, all to me now while you still got the strength to speak. 'Cause they're waiting for you at Bellevue with their oxygen mask. And I could give it all to you now, girl, if only you could ask. But don't call for your surgeon, even he says it's too late. It's not your lungs this time, it's your heart that holds your faith. Don't give me my money, honey, I don't want it back. You and your stone pony face and your Union Jack. We take a local joker and teach him how to act. And I swear I remember that way even when I'm really cracked. Do you think I knew that you were born with the power of a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound? Or you just a suicide with no apparent motive? You could laugh and cry in a single time. Oh yeah. And your strength was devastating in the face of all these odds. Remember how I kept you waiting when it was my turn to be the god. You and I cried half so proud when I found you broken on the beach. Remember how I crossed salt on your tongue and hung just out of reach. And the band that played the homecoming theme as I caressed your cheek. And a ragged, jagged melody still clings to me like a leech. And the medal you wore on your chest always got in the way, like a little girl with a trophy, so soft to buy her way. We were both hitchhikers, had your ear tuned to the roar. Some metal impedition on an alien distant shore. And so you left me for a better reason than the one you're living for. And it's not that nursery mouth I came back for. And it's not the way you stretched out on the floor. 'Cause I've broken all your windows and I ran through all your doors. Tell me, who am I to ask you to lick my sores? And you should know that's true. I came for you, I came for, but you did not need my urgency. Oh, for you, I came for you, but your life was one long emergency. And your cloud line urges me. Oh, my electric surgery free.
BJ Liederman, everybody. Thank you, BJ. Appreciate you coming through. Thank you so much for that. That's an awesome song. Oh, yeah. All right, yeah. Up next on the mic, we got Trouble. George Trouble, that is. Please welcome George Trouble.
No, I mean, really, this is kind of a business thing. Who can I talk to? Why are the others not? Well, I mean, he's not going to text to that guy. Who knows? Who would do it with Alex? Who would know? I mean, it's not that I want. It's good to karma. It's good karma, but I mean, this is so. Well, what a hell of a tough act to follow, that BJ Liederman guy. Yeah, let's hear it for BJ. Woo! Delight to walk in here and see my friend BJ. I was honored to be able to sing backies on his record a few years ago. What a great friend. We should get BJ to come here every Wednesday. Now I'm going to sing like these two depressing songs. You'll get the happy ones next week. This is a debut. Feeling stuck when we first met. Could it ever get deeper than that? Leave a voicemail for the cat. Always forget the hat. A mighty mountain, miles of a man. We knew the results beforehand. Who could afford promised land? We burned it all up in spam. Maybe a blessing in disguise that it never gets deeper than that. Not much of a rabbit, no hat. Could it ever get deeper than that? What can be young may never get old till it severs the coil of its soul. Fortunes for potions unsold, and dead ends for bold heroes. Somebody bores a little hole where you all could not get in, and study for final exams. Burned it all up in spam. Maybe a blessing in disguise that it never gets deeper than that. Drinkers with dreams so exact, and lovers with names like Splat. The tail pool was phthalo blue, years of salt spray and oil and chlorine. Some might say calcified dream. Why could we not come clean? Have no fear, our ghosts are here. Could it ever get deeper than that? Begging to forget the past and fighting for love everlasting. Maybe a blessing in disguise that it never gets deeper than that. Dying so young is a fact. See what the angels begat.
Thank you. Here's a song that my friend Malcolm Holcomb told me to write after a conversation we had many years, about 5, 6 years ago, about our children not learning crafts, but learning only computers and staying up all night. And we were bewailing the fact that they didn't learn crafts like guitars and shit. I'll be glad to say to you that my son did learn how to play the guitar, and he also knows how to use the fucking computer so well. But I already miss Malcolm a lot. He passed away in February. One of the greatest songwriters ever to come out of this area. He said, "George, you go write that song." Paid a visit to the toy maker, my most intriguing friend, keeping children occupied with new ways to pretend. The wonders of creation, so marvelous and grand. He just says it's out of my hand. Says I make the toys, they make up their own games. Ancient childhood images of power and of fame. Solitary heroes, they're torturers today, forever putting evil to shame. Giving their broken families a night. You can search the engines and determine where you've been. There ain't no more mystery if you wanna claim your kin. Soon they'll know the science that will someday do us in. You've been shown again and again that the one at the end with the most toys wins. We've been passing down the story of a cartoon savior's glory, a remote control romance with the history of IT, the forever legend stranded by frenzied jingles branded, seduced and then abandoned to a life of game theory. Watch the children playing, their fantasy demands focus and intensity and a new attention span. If they knew the words we sing now, would they understand? I wonder if that's out of my hands. The wonders of creation, so marvelous and grand. Lord knows it's out of my hands. Lord knows if it's out of my hands. Thank you.
Y'all keep it going for George Terry. Thank you so much, George. Yes, indeed. It's been a beautiful night already, and we still got some more acts coming up for you. So stick around, drink some Kava. Next up, we got Taso in the house. Let's get Taso up here. Make some noise for Taso.
Hey there. I know this might seem out of the blue, but I was...
Mark Wahlberg was about to fill us in.
All right, I just chose a random beat. I haven't freestyled up here in a while, so... Beat drops, speaking not thoughts, top of the mind. Drip off of the tongue, sun reflect off the moon. I hope the day will be ending soon. It's like the light that I chose, the rhythm and rose and life and flows divine, and let the time and grow inside your soul. I load the bowl and burn it all away. Slowly contemplate the things I did today. Drift away upon these thoughts, this stream of consciousness, whether or not the weather is hot. I'm feeling heat from the sun, baking on my skin to these days that I'm young. I'm changing, all my cells are rearranging. The fact is, everybody's saying the same thing. Like outside, it ain't getting any colder, and all of my homies are getting older. Devotion of a generation, plastic in the ocean, motion moves, thoughts that groove deep inside of my DNA, replay scenes from my ancestors, blessed thought with these dreams, and I remember a distant time when the trash didn't build up in the bag, and the feelings in my mind and the burden that we lack, the truth is quite divine, like drift off into the mist of your mind. The limelight ain't a crime, just sit in it, the rhythm imminent. Truth is your heart has been beating, your heart to be speaking, hardly been speaking truth to yourself and the well that you've been caught within. You're screaming, no one hears, caught with fear, drowning your tears, and that's the reason why your linking is clear. Until it's not, you're trapped, you're lost in the place, and your mind, soul is the cost, the waste of potential. Fact is, the pleasure is not essential until it is, cause what is life without flavor? Like, listen up, let me do you a favor. It's like, see the light shines from within. You feel the happiness when you see a friend, but remember that it rises from self. So don't waste a moment. George, are you still here, George? Can I borrow your guitar, my dude? George Terry? Mr. McDonald. George. Can I use your guitar? Thank you, my friend. Yeah, you want to play some keys on the...
No, I'm okay. Oh, thank you, my dude. Appreciate you. Oh, nice. I've been playing this song a lot recently. It's called High. It's gonna come out soon, hopefully. Yeah. Oxytocin, love, dopamine, and mysteries. Twisted sweet and we can light a stick of licorice. Addiction ain't the simplest, the wickedest of hypnotists. The serotonin, a television screen full of narcissists and hypocrites. If Bert and Ernie standards get blunted with Bernie Sanders, I'd match them if my half of Appalachia actually mattered. A cancerous lack of manners, actors that gerrymander, stammer and search for answers, dance in front of the cameras while I'm running and 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 I get high because I feel like I need to feel like this to get by. To hide because it feels like we need to feel like this to get by. 'Cause mama said that you could be anything that you wanna be, but now you see that's a silly fantasy full of fallacies. When you think of all the people who get to be versus all those other folks who have yet to see. Your hopes and dreams turn to what's before you. Overdose of cancer or vehicular fatality. Sweet mortality truly is a trip to see. That's why I feel like this life is playing tricks on me. I'm thinking I'm up in my brain, I think I'm in love with the rain, thinking I'm gone insane, thinking I'm running from change, thinking I'm numbing the pain, thinking I'm up in my brain, thinking it's one and the same, I think it's one and the same. To get high, I'm running and running and running and running and running because I feel like I need to feel like this to get by. To get high because it feels like we need to feel like this to get by. I twist a bit of weed to hold the fear down and make believe that it's something I need. Don't wanna talk about it right now because this feeling's got a hold of me. I try to smile and hold the tears down because it ain't how it's supposed to be. Don't wanna talk about it right now because this feeling's taking over.
That's right. Thank you guys so much. Hey, follow my band on Instagram if you're not doing it yet. Pull out your cell phone, follow Chill Tonic on Instagram. Tell a friend. Have a good night. Thank you guys.
Keep it going for Tayso. Thank you, Tayso. Definitely check out Tonic. Thank you, Tayso. Hell yeah, and keep checking us out here every Wednesday night for more open mic. We got more coming up tonight, so stick around. Grab some drinks, tip your bartenders. Up next, we got Cole on the mic. Good, right here. Hey, y'all, please give a big warm welcome for Cole. Give it up.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm still trying to recover from that last one. That was, wow. Woo. That was a journey. Okay, noted. Run around in circles, go on, dig that rabbit hole, and go find some things that can never fill your soul. You gotta get out of here. You gotta go find you some new problem to solve. You never really know how bad you have it till you get everything resolved. And so I'm hoping and waiting and wishing on something else. I just wanna get on by. Instead I'm wasting all my time because I'm hoping and waiting and wishing on something else. I can't be happy where I am. I'm always making up some new plan, waiting on something else. waiting on something. We're gonna get a little bit abstract here because I can. Well, I was walking through the park and I was doing normal people things, contemplating tax evasion and the problems that it brings, and how honestly I wouldn't wear any clothes if it wasn't illegal, because we live in a society. I see a duck. He was no lucky ducky. He didn't have no ducky friends, and I could tell by his beady little eyes he didn't like the enclosure that he was in, so I took it upon myself to do any normal, regular thinking, freedom-loving American would have did. I stole a duck, quack, 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 quack. The law cannot contain me, and that's a fact, cause he is my compadre. I got his back, so don't you mess with my duck, or you'll get whacked. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack. So, like, this is based on true events, but I'm not going to court, so stop asking. And so we told each other secrets, we talked the workplace drama, we tried a yoga class, and we got matching pajamas, and I took him back to my place where I was fixing a bubble bath, when suddenly the SWAT team bust down the door. I cut off all the power and I played music like a party. I had night vision goggles and the ducky knew karate, so between that, 3 cans of bear spray, gas mask, and a homemade taser, we made it out and we were on the run. I stole a duck, quack, 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 quack. The law cannot contain me, and that's a fact, cause he is my compadre. I got his back, so don't mess with my duck, or you'll get whacked. Quack, 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 quack. Well, the SWAT team was so salty that they got beat by a duck, and so they called the FBI with helicopters, tanks, and trucks, and I was speeding down the highway when I heard that on the radio. So I made the decision to crash my car. And so we went across the country in a school bus that I stole. He changed his name to Horse, and I changed my name to Cole, and we've been running from the law ever since. And don't you dare ask me where the duck is, because that sounds exactly like something the feds would say. I stole a duck, quack, 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 quack. The law cannot contain me, and that's a fact, cause he is my compadre. I got his back, so don't mess with my duck, or you'll get whacked. Quack, quack, quack. Was that it? Do I got time for another? Two? Okay, we'll do two.
Definitely keep it going for Cole. Thank you, Cole. Killing it. We just got a few more for you tonight. Stick around. Keep in mind, we do this every Wednesday night. And thank you so much, everyone, for showing up and supporting. Oh, yeah, up next, we got Joe in the house. Joe Shelton, y'all. Give it up for Joe.
I seem taller. I have a one silly song and a one cover song. Sorry. Well, it's Thursday night and I just got paid. Gonna take out my wallet and go get laid. Get a rubber at the corner drugstore. Right out to exit 64. All the fellas say to me, Man, it's gonna hurt when you go to pee. Truck stop, Trixie, get on the back of my motorbike. Truck stop, Trixie, do the dirty things I like. Well, they're double booked at the Monty V. Daisy don't like the looks of me. Got us a room at the Thunderbird. The doorknob said, do not disturb. Our conversation's mercantile. She's flexible and versatile. Truck stop, Trixie, get on the back of my motorbike. Truck stop, Trixie, do the dirty things I like. Well, we're done now, I got no complaint. It is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. I did what I did and I paid what I owed. She's out the door and down the road. Feel like a loser, feel like a clown. I'll see her again and it brings me down. Truck stop, Trixie, get on the back of my motorbike. Truck stop, Trixie, do the dirty things I like. Truck stop, Trixie, get on the back of my motorbike. Truck stop, Trixie, do the dirty things. L'chaim to life. So I've never tried this one before. Mr. David Singleton, may I have the reverberations, man? Yes. Thank you. Woo! Oh, that's a good one. Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither wildly as they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my opened mind, possessing and caressing me. Jaguru Deva. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Images of broken light with dance before me like a million eyes. They call me on and on across the universe. Thoughts meander like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make their way across the universe. Jaguru Deva. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Sounds of laughter, shades of life are ringing through my open ears, inciting and inviting me. Limitless, undying love which shines around me like a million suns. It calls me on and on across the universe. Jaguru Deva. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Jaguru Deva. Jaguru Jagaru Deva. Thank you.
That's Joe Shelton, y'all. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. We just got a few more for you tonight. Thanks for sticking around. Up next, is it Abel? Or Abel? What was it? Abel. Awesome, y'all. Please welcome Abel. Give it up, y'all.
I'm Abel, and I'm going to read just 2 poetry. I have dyslexia, and so even though I wrote it, I still stumble with some of my wordings. But this is a memory that I've had, and I wrote about it, and something, I don't know, some of the memories that we have are just lasting impressions. So this is called Ashes of a Magnolia Tree. Deep in the garden, you led me to the most mesmerizing scene. 2 narrow rows stretching a courtyard deep. Reaching towards the heaven towered magnolia trees. Tilted my head as far as it could go to experience the gentle giants as I humbly gazed below. Rich emerald jeweled leaves and in the pockets magnolias interweave. But we did not come here for the trees. No, this was the first encounter where I would meet. Your mother's ashes blended in the ground. I stood in the presence of the unseen, where heaven and earth convene, in which I whisper, for all your days that you rest in peace. Oh, to the sweet mother of the magnolia trees. This one's called The Essential Need for Solitude. I feel like we grow up in a generation where we're constantly need I don't know, attention or someone always there, so. When you are young, around the time when you begin to claim adulthood, there are many crucial lessons to learn, but one to be valued most, the essential need of solitude. There's a subtle art of doing the normalcy alone, flossing, groceries, eating, dancing, you get it. And as you begin to value the moments that are yours, you will come to find that you are your best company. Solitude a lesson, but few are aware of its importance, so when it presents itself, preserve it. All to say, when you're alone and it's eerily quiet, and when there's no audience, when the doors are shut, drapes drawn in the presence of none, and the only sound that is audible is within, what do you hear? What is it that stirs? Stillness can be so informative as it awakens awareness. Is loneliness settling in, forcing you to confront reality? Do you feel lost, questioning your identity? Whatever it is, I say, lean in. Who is it that you see in the mirror? Go on, get up close and really look. Is it someone that you're fond of or familiar with? Do you know what makes you tick and what you fixate on? Have you made sense of your past and know who's made you strong? Have you dived deep in the and seen the worst of your pains? Because at the end of your days, it is that you that remains. Here you build inner strength. Here you obtain confidence. Here the resilience blooms. Eat of the fruit that you work and you put in. This is the time, the season is finite for some, but it is yours. When there is no noise to distract you, will you fall victim to loneliness or appreciate the solitude? Thank you.
All right, keep it going for Abel. Thank you, Abel. Very nice. All right, we just got a couple more for you here tonight. Thanks for hanging out. Up next, we have Evan. Evan going once, going twice. Braden. We got Braden. Y'all give it up for Braden.
How you doing, y'all?
I have to say, this is always a great open mic night, but the amount of talent tonight has been incredible. Definitely a motivating factor as to why I keep creating. So, hey, could I also get the gibbet? Sorry. So, I've only recently started doing my poetry to backing. This is a very pretty French song. I didn't write it to this song, but it kind of serendipitously worked quite well. I thought it was lovely. So I hope you like it. I've heard it said before that grief is really just love stuffed into a long, heavy coat, plagued by the moments that lived in between us and all the things we never got to say. So now, I wonder at what point does this reverent, longing verge on prayer, yearning for an epilogue that captures the weight of your silence. And I used to think that silence was inherently empty, that the visceral burden of your absence was only made unbearable after drinking from the cup of delusions that my mind poured out for me. But your silence, I found, is not hollow or bare. For if there was truly nothing there, I would not be stuck, gasping for air, drowning in a pool of your apathy. With this, I realize that your detachment is the long, heavy coat you coax your soul into, subduing the knowledge that we made each other feel something that perhaps we were too afraid to call love. So now, I'm full of scars I've gathered from the autopsies I've performed on the memories I have of you, and these memories, well, they knock on the back door of my skull, demanding to sell me their Bible and my bones. Well, they tell me otherwise. See, all of my inner workings have held onto you so fervently that I worry the seams of my coat have begun to unravel, and I will have to hold it all with cupped hands, squeeze tight enough my fingers go white, as to ensure that my memories of you cannot slip through like grains of sand in an hourglass. But just as in every autumn before the trees remind me again and again of the necessity of letting go to make space for what is to come. So until then, I will sit drunkenly in this little room I have inside my mind, lined with all the things that I know meant so much to you, as I fiddle away with my buttons, thinking back to the few times where you unbuttoned just a few of yours. Thank you. Do I have time for one more? Quick one? Okay, so that one, like, remember I always had it serendipitously lined up? Usually my problem's going too fast. I swear it lined up, but it's cool. This one's a little happier. I haven't named it, but after writing it, I realized it is an ode to my mom. I'm gonna try without my phone, but I'll keep it right there. Okay. When I was just a little boy, around the age of 6, 7, or 8, or around the stage that theorists like Erickson and Piaget would state, when children begin to understand that human beings, well, we live a doomed fate. So I would cry myself to sleep every night in my mother's embrace because of how much I feared the thought of death. And so I wept.
I remember she created this game where she would paint pictures on my back, and with her fingertips, she'd draw out my favorite things. A baseball or a jack-o'-lantern, she'd ask. And I'd most always get it wrong, and for some reason, my continual inability to guess the correct picture would lure my mind's attention from my mind's incessant morbidity. The night she'd draw out sunflowers were my favorite, and I guessed them right every time. I think it was their size and symmetry that I loved so much. She would start with the core of the flower. With her pointer finger, she'd start with the core of the flower, lightly circling her pointer finger in the center of my upper back. The petals would extend from this to the base of my neck, to the arch of my armpits and the curve of my lower back, slowly coaxing me to sleep until the next evening, where she'd do it all again without complaint, reminding me often to take all the love that I feared I would not be able to give those once they passed, and give it to them while they're living. That way, we could both be around to enjoy it. See, there's a certain kind of unraveling that occurs when a child begins to comprehend that everyone will die, inevitably. And with this comes the tangibility of life's fragility and the reality of death's finality, and maybe that's the reason they say the gods envied us, because of our mortality. You see, I wasn't kept from deep slumber because I feared death for myself, but rather because I feared the deaths of everyone I loved. And I didn't fear them dying and I did not fear them dying because of a fear for decay or the putrefaction of flesh, but rather I feared that when my loved ones were taken to the other side, beyond the veil, that there would be no possible way that I would continue on without them. So I wept, and I wept. And this went on for years, at least I feel it to be so. But no matter the length of time, there came a point in which I convinced myself that I had made my will to live dependent on other people's vitality. And to my kid brain, that was just an absurdity. So in actuality, I thought, how selfish of me, but really it's just a testament to how tightly I hold those dear to me, or how intricately my soul entangles itself into the roots of those that I love. So I find I no longer weep for imagined tragedy, that it is not selfish of me to love with such intensity, because ironically, I grew up to be a trauma ICU nurse. And the patients that are admitted to my unit almost always come accidentally, all of them presenting critically. It's what we call high acuity. And though I do see a lot of death, that is not what I find sticks with me. No, the real calamity is the aftershock. The effect these things have on friends and family, and this phenomenon doesn't discriminate really, but I'll tend to see it mostly in the absentee. A long-lost buddy, a sibling rivalry, even a bitter divorcee, all the loved ones that are not in the patient's life currently. And there seems to be a common theme that these people tend to act irrationally, which I mean, yes, grief touches everyone differently, but when I observe more consistently, I realize that all the love that is not shared will find its way out eventually, and if it's not shared until it's too late, then it will find its way out desperately, which then tragically becomes an act of futility. So no, I will no longer weep for future fatality. And as I sit here writing this on the crux of 26, 27, and 28, well, I vow to always give my love generously. This I can guarantee, and I will do so unwaveringly, because the most precious thing my mother taught me was how to love unconditionally. And don't you see it now? That immortality is for bedtime stories, and our time here is numbered. Thank you.
Keep it going for Braden. Thank you, Braden. All right, thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. I'm gonna leave you with a few poems. Y'all got time left to get drinks in, so get in those drinks. Tip your barkeeps. And keep in mind, we do this open mic every Wednesday night. Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. This is called Origins. Nail polish. The upstairs bedroom of a duplex in D.C., pink tile. I make my way among bars to Bedfoot. The eyes, they called me. More loved than the dog. Swallowed a quarter, threw up in the tub, red hearts, my guts in the tub. Beautiful, pure lifeline there. Television and three-way bathroom mirror, Q-tips beside the hair dryer. Bob fixes it with a hammer. Clothes and shoes, sliding closet, windows open above the warm bed, light and music drifting in. During the storm, a crack in the stairway wall. A dark night took the top of the tree. Clock, blue chair, pink medicine. Spit out behind the couch. Side door, large window, dad enters with beard, playing trains beside the coffee table. We weren't coffee drinkers. I listened to a brown tape recorder, the photographer's umbrella, table washing chair, smashing. I fed the ants from a paper plate cheese sandwich. Freezer on top of a refrigerator making meatballs. A bath in the kitchen sink plays London's Burning on old piano in dining room with green carpet watering. Table with burls winking like the eyes of owls. Falling bookshelf. A peanut butter cookie from the man. And a moving truck. Thank you. And this poem is called Mariposa. Why is the Spanish word for butterfly more beautiful? Perhaps because the sun in Spain shimmers as wheat fields and sea. And perhaps because milkweed grows in bunches in the pastures and along dirt roads. Perhaps because language shapes my tongue into an arrow. Some languages have words for what I can't say in this poem. But always some are lost, unimagined, unattained bullseyes obscured in smoke. Only through this arrangement do I begin to express anything close to wonder of the arid plains of Cordoba, or the cold cervezas and aromas of cooking fish on the beaches at Malaga, or the old woman living in the hills above Granada, following its winding rivers that carry orange blossoms like little lost bridal veils. From some happy party upstream from here. The faint shouts and laughter. A flicker of firelight dashes across the treetops. We must be so close to beauty. A mariposa always remembers where it's from. Generations of them fly home over flowers and tundra. Why didn't we see them as beautifully when words first cussed our lips? Why do our own words fail us? It takes only 12 days for a caterpillar to transform from chrysalis, sleeping in milky whiteness, to butterfly. Wings spread, unfolding the ministry of the mariposa. And here's a little roomie for you of the Barks. Thanks for coming tonight. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. Let the beauty we love be what we do. Thanks for coming to Open Mic tonight. Much love, everybody. Y'all take care. Hang out. We're open for a while. Thanks for being here tonight. Thanks to all the performers, staff here at the bar. My name's Caleb Beiser. It's been a pleasure to be your host. Our audio engineer and video tonight, David Singleton. Give it up for David and everyone else. And check us out. We got lots of good stuff coming up here at the bar. Django Jam tomorrow night. The Vinyl Night on Friday. Dale Wolf on Saturday. Aaron Woody Wood on Sunday. And more open mic next Wednesday. All right. Much love, y'all. We're dealing.